All right, we are live once again with the Kakariko Classic. We have already had a few matches earlier on in the day, and we've had some really cool things happen. Some very talented runners pulling off some very cool tricks, and we are back with Habble versus Chromiiii in this group stage matchup. I'm commentating alongside Pripsy tonight.
Yo,
How's it
yo,
going?
yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
Should be in for a
But
good one here.
yeah, we should be. Looks like both racers are ready to go for this one, and yeah, I think the distinct difference that we're gonna see with this race in terms of the routes is Habble will be using getting the stick instead of sword, going straight to the shop, getting the rupees, getting that stick, and Chromiiii will be getting the sword.
Clean moving off the rip here, you get to see.
I don't know about you. I miss doing like the sword, getting the sword and then doing like the rose
Yeah,
rock
it is a
movement,
classic. I miss the
like
old
doing
DG.
doing all that like stuff in Kokiri Forest. Like I don't know, it was I don't know, like you wanted to get that like low 3 minute like enter Deku or like I don't know, like
It hits
it's
different,
all
I agree.
yeah.
You still get some of it when you run any percent, but any percent compared to DG, I might be a little bit biased, but I think DG's cooler.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So we got Habble going in Lost Woods right now, going to do Aqua Escape. So Habble's doing the like wall targeting method, rolling up to the wall here with that angle. Chromiiii going for, I think they may have accidentally picked up that rock, but
Habble get a
Chromiiii
nice clean
getting,
there.
oh nice, with the Aqua Escape from Habble. And Chromiiii now with Sword making their way to do their Aqua Escape. I wonder what like the major pros and cons are of like, doing Sword versus not doing Sword.
Exactly, yeah.
It's interesting to think about sort of differences in the route and like the risks you take and the tricks you have to do, the differences.
I've never actually
I
tried
mean,
doing a Mido skip before. I'd probably opt to use a sword personally, but I know Mido skip is really quick if you can get it first try.
yeah.
Habble with the clean west there.
We were talking about that earlier, like Mido skip is one of those things where I feel like actually doesn't I think JDaddy put out a tutorial on Mido skip once, didn't
I
they?
remember the JDaddy Classic tutorial,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was gonna say like I don't know how many resources there are for Mido skip and how like current they are, but I know that video exists.
I think it was the super long video, right?
Yeah, yeah, it was like a longer
Yeah, I think he went
tutorial
super
for
into
sure.
detail with it, but it was needed for sure.
All right, so we have Habble in the lead here. The Cucko segment, so much can happen during Cuckos. Chromiiii getting the West to Kakariko. But it'll be interesting to see how Habble can execute the rest of the swordless route, because I think potentially you may run into more risks with the swordless route later on. I think Mido skip is definitely something to think about. I mean, it may be faster, but it's trouble if you start to fail it a lot, or if you get stuck in the sort of purgatory zone of not being able to escape Mido. So I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see how
Yeah,
this race
definitely a lot of risk
develops.
to it.
We've seen a lot of good Kako segment execution from players today. I don't know if you were watching earlier, Pripsy, but did you see the 360 insta clip?
I heard you
from
made a
Forge?
clip of it, but I didn't get to see it.
It was so cool. He went all the way around the top of the tower and then went down and hit it.
Doing a little donut up there.
Yeah, a little
The
donut.
style points. Habble just about done with the Kakos here. Very nice.
Yeah, Habble's played very clean so far. I don't know if can we get a timer on screen? Is that possible? So Habble's saving and resetting. And we're going to see the Mito skip attempt from Habble. It's going to be interesting to see how many pauses they opt for here. See how safe they play it. And we'll see maybe if Habble is not fortunate here, Chromiiii might have a chance to make this race more interesting, since they can just talk to Mito after getting shield.
Nicely done by Habble there.
Yeah, Habble hitting the Mito skip. Chromiiii now going to Mito. So really, really nicely done by Habble on really, really good pace here. All right, looks like we have our we got our timer going here. Thank you, Dan.
Shadow Dan.
Yeah, shout out to Dan for another long day of restreaming. Truly the MVP. What time is it in? Not the doc stand. Wow, it's late for him right now. Definitely late over there. So we appreciate it. 5 o'clock, damn. And I'm getting tired. I'm getting EP over here. It's 11.
I feel like I should be tired considering it's 10 here, but the fact I've only been up for a couple hours, so. We got the DGen sleep schedule going on.
There you go. Is it true that you corrected your sleep schedule, like, you know, for the tournament, you know, for these races? So
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard you are
The
a
word
man
on the
of
street is true.
dedicated preparation. Yeah, so Habble getting ISG, gonna go for that ISG B1 here. See what happens. This inverted side hop here can be tough.
It's been a long time since I've seen this strat. It brings back good memories.
Oh,
Not quite getting
missing
it there,
the
though.
web. I'm not sure how that works in terms of missing. I'm gonna be honest. This trick, I've probably tried it a couple times, like when I first started playing out of curiosity. But I've never seriously tried ISGB1.
When I
Never
first
really
started
had
learning
to.
this game back in 2020, the KPA strat was found within a week. When I started
Right.
learning, so I actually never had to try it. I got pretty lucky.
So now, Chromiiii and Habble are neck and neck here. Like, almost tied. Habble is going to pull ahead slightly here, actually, by hitting the B1. But
They're
this race
definitely
is...
very close now, though.
much closer than it was at the beginning. Yep.
That's the neat thing about this category. Like, there's so much that can happen that can just
Yeah.
kind of swing the odds a bit.
Definitely. Looks like Chromiiii got some extra nuts and an extra stick. Not a bad idea as they get their health down for double KO, presumably.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little extra safety.
Yeah, so we'll see double KO from... Oh, yeah, that's really interesting how Chromiiii went to the door instead of towards the scrub.
Yeah, maybe they forgot there and just assumed that the door would be opening right away. Not too sure.
Mentioned it earlier in the... I don't know if it was yesterday or today that you want to be as close to that scrub as possible when you talk to them.
Got our Goma fights going on here. Hopefully not in a live mode.
I'm laughing at what Murph is typing in chat.
I've been seeing it too.
So Habble doing the side hop strat for the Goma clip and successfully executing it. Habble's on a really nice pace here. Stumbling a little bit, I think, up in the Deku tree, attempting the ISGB1, but still both runners actually on good paces.
Yeah, definitely a solid race.
Chromiiii playing very consistently with the sword, and Habble playing very well swordless. So no Habble going for the famous wrong warp, Ganon's castle. You know, pausing to save on the little hump there, that's really interesting, and I like that strat. I think that, like, when you start backflipping is such a nervy aspect of
It
wrong warp.
is, yeah.
And so having that pause, because, you know, just to do the safety save, you want to do it at some
Nice.
point, and that's... You might as well do it while pause buffering a trick, you know?
Also, Habble going down in the middle between those rocks, I love to see it.
Yeah.
Definitely scared though. I have burnt way too many shields doing that.
I'm not doing that in a race. You will not catch me doing that.
The nerves can just make your thumb slide just a little bit, and that's all it takes. The shield is gone.
Yep. Oh no, this is not good for Chromiiii.
Yeah, it doesn't
just,
like this is gonna be working here.
Although they did get more
The
Deku
early
nuts.
open there?
Yeah, it was good that they didn't. It was good that they opened the door as soon as they could to save that.
Yeah, minimize the time loss there. By quite a bit, actually.
Yes, definitely. All right, we'll see what strat Habble goes for here in terms of void warp / instant clip. Just such a difficult trick because you need to first get a good rock, then like there are properties of the rock that affect it because it's like where the rock rolls plus how big the rock is. You have to roll with the right timing. You have to roll with the right distance. And then
there's
you
a
have
lot that goes into this one.
Then you have to hit the shoulder buttons at the same time to actually be holding ESS, and then do 2 frame perfect targets.
Another thing too is the health, which we're actually seeing right here from Habble, only having 2 hearts. Drinking some bugs, get that one back.
Yeah, so now Chromiiii is right where Habble is. It's going to be interesting to see what Chromiiii does. I'm not exactly sure what their strats have been. I think they've gone for the Void Warp. Haven't seen them get it yet. But if Chromie can get Void Warp here, that would be really huge for them and this, set the stage for a potential upset. So both runners opting to drink bugs here. Oh, but... Okay, that's fine. Okay, Habble deciding to now go down and attempt Void Warp. So both runners now going for the same trick, same point in the run. Chromie going a little too far up the tower here, I think.
Yeah, I've never seen it
Getting
done there before, but I think it could work. Just a little bit harder.
tough if you go that far up, because then you have to do an extra angle change. Oh, got the Hess there, but lost ESS there and slid. A little bit scary, because if you drop ESS and slide the wrong way, you might go straight to Zelda. But yeah, this is tough. I'm not sure I like going for the rock up here. It's not really very textbook, but it would be cool to see them hit it from up here. But that can happen. That's tough.
Yeah.
I mean,
Habble getting a Hess
like,
here.
yeah, it looks like Habble is on their way to hitting this Void Warp. Oh, little
Not
hiccup
quite
there.
there though.
Although going for the, they're too far into the rock. And almost in the Zelda trigger. That was really close, actually. Habble is very close to the Zelda trigger right now. So although Chromie died, they're still in this, because Habble is still attempting Void Warp. It looked for a second there, like they were going to get it. This looks like a good Hess. I think this frame should be alright for Habble. Oh, same mistake. I'm not sure what that mistake exactly is, whether it's... Also, I'm not sure if they meant to jump off the tower there with that side hop.
Yeah, not too sure.
I don't know if they were trying to just side hop against the railing and they side hop off the platform, or I'm not sure if they wanted to just completely reset it. But really interesting, both runners being stuck on this trick right here. Void Warp is it can be very difficult with all the energy properties of the rocks, and Chromie now deciding to just go down the tower. Habble going for insta-clip again, going to have to change to ESS left and back to ESS right here. Oh, getting hit by the rock, really unlucky. So Habble will have to attempt another Void Warp here. Not sure if that clip frame would have worked. I'm not sure. But Habble having to go for Void Warp again here.
This could be huge for Habble.
If Habble can hit this, then wow.
Not
again.
quite.
I'm not sure what issue they're running into. It's been so long since I've had practice.
Yeah, I know
think
there's
not
some
gonna
kind of
be-
visual cue with like Zelda's ear with the triangle
Yeah.
that you're supposed to line up with somewhere.
So I don't know if Habble is missing that frame, or perhaps if it's a ESS.
Yeah, I think Dan's right, not holding ESS.
It's just interesting because it doesn't seem like ESS would be like a consistent issue. You know, like I would think that the issue, like if Habble wasn't sure which frame it was, that would make more sense. But if it's ESS, like I wouldn't expect Habble to have that same issue 3 times. So I don't know. Oh no, Chromie
Oh, no.
dying to Stalfos. However, it will put Chromie back at the top of the tower, giving them an interesting decision to try Void Warp again, or to go down the tower as they planned on. So this race not going as planned for both racers, and the result of this should be interesting.
Yeah, definitely a tough trick here with Void Warp at the end of the run, especially with the nerves too.
Yeah.
Not sure if they both know that they're in the same spot. I would imagine so, but yeah, it can be tough.
see, can Habble correct their mistakes from earlier in this race? I think that frame should be fine. Just ESS right here. It's just that ESS right, that untarget and retarget. Something's going wrong there. I think
Habble
it is
low
the
health
ESS
again here too.
positioning.
I don't know if Habble. Oh, there we go.
Chromiii's going to be too deep into this rock. That's going to be a forward Hess. It's tough to watch both runners struggle at this trick, but it really does illustrate how difficult some of the aspects of this route were.
For sure.
And to consider that, like, you know, at the top level, people were doing Instaclip, and this was like, you know, Void Warp in and of itself is just still can cause a lot of issues, and it can be really frustrating as you see Habble hessing and clipping, but grabbing the ledge there, being very unlucky. This is really intense here, because you never know which runner is going to hit it first, which runner is going to potentially hess into Zelda at any moment. So it's very, very tense to watch. Chromiiii getting the hess here, but recognizing that angle would have been poor, so abandoning that. But this angle might be okay for Habble. It might not be. I'm not sure. It was good. I believe Habble held ESS left there to save it. Can they now get in position, though, for the Void Warp and slide across that railing? That ESS has been an issue for Habble. It'd be interesting to see what both runners say about this in the interview.
Habble off the tower there. They were in their final minute, though. It would be really unfortunate if one of the runners, not to jinx it, ended up getting Void Warp but ran out of time at the end. That would be
oh yeah, both racers now running out of time on the unbelievable. This is
You can see Chromiiii shaking their head there.
yeah.
Very understandable.
So Habble dying, getting the timer reset. Chromiiii has 1 minute and 10 seconds left.
Oh, Habble dropping ESS on the instant event there.
So Chromiiii is going to go down the tower, which is an interesting strat, and I don't think it's necessarily a bad strat with all things considered.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah, I think taking your chances with Stalfos, just going down the tower, and Habble is going to do the same, which makes this race really interesting. We're going to have to see 2 racers doing Stalfos at the same time. Like, we just didn't expect this at all. And so many... Oh, Chromiiii jumping off. That's not a huge... Wait, so...
Oh, I think they didn't have enough time, actually. I thought they were at just over 30 seconds there. Chromiiii says they're committing to collapse skip.
So Chromiiii now opting to do collapse skip with Habble going down the tower. So this is going to come down to really Habble having a good Stalfos fight, not running into any of the burning rocks. And Chromiii's got to hit a Void Warp. Alright, be interesting to see these Stalfos by Habble. Stalfos are just very, very... Oh, wow. Is that going to hit? Yeah.
It did. Just the one hurt, though.
Just extremely annoying and dangerous NPCs, as Habble is now having a concern with their health. Getting one Stalfos. Right, so it looks like Chromiiii has a Hess here. It might be a workable Void Warp for Chromiiii here going on. This is getting really interesting. Habble finishing off. Habble finishing off the Stalfos, and Chromiiii hitting
And
the Void
Chromiiii
Warp.
gets it, very nice.
Now this race is neck and neck.
Wow, this is really close
Oh
now.
my goodness. You can't make this up. Like, you would not have been able to guess that this race would have gone like this. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
I think
Frozen,
Chromiiii
and
might
there's a
go
rock
into the-
nearby.
That's what I was concerned about.
Yeah.
I thought that was gonna send Chromiiii straight into that rock. And Chromiiii still has to be careful here with half a heart. Targeted
falling
rolls
ones,
probably
too.
better. Because targeted rolls, if you still get hit, I don't think you take damage.
They do make a clean getaway though. You can see the relief.
Habble right behind them. But Chromiiii right now looks like they're in control of this race. A lot of things can still happen with Ganon, but wow. Getting the kiss
Very nice.
for Habble. Yep, very, very nice. There is a rule in this tournament that if you do not get the kiss, it is an automatic DQ. Just kidding. Oh, we have a cat on screen, it looks like.
Meow.
That was not me, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually got a new pet cat just a minute ago.
Rolling right on along here.
Let's keep on rolling here.
Let's keep on rolling. Alright, well, Chromiiii about to enter the Ganon fight, and Habble still watching the collapse sequence. But Chromiiii looking to secure a win here. Chromiiii also got a win over Torj earlier in the tournament.
Yeah, I did see the end of that
So-
one.
Chromiiii finding a way in this tournament to pull out some really decisive wins. It'll be really interesting to see if they can continue to do that in the bracket stage.
Ganon can be a little bit of a scary fight though. Missing ISG, one slash is all it takes.
That's the thing with Ganon, right? It's such a simple fight with Deku Stick, but like if you get hit, that's it, you know?
Yeah. And with the added pressure of a race,
Yep.
anything can happen here. Chromiiii opting to roll away for safety there, and I respect that a lot. Oh no! Speaking of anything can happen, that is not what you like to see there. After all that grinding to get the Void Warp, that is unfortunate.
Just so heartbreaking for Chromiiii.
At least they got a Kek W in the chat there, you know?
Nah, I mean, look, this tournament, you know, it's showcasing a lot of great things, but a lot of funny moments as well. Unfortunate moments, but perhaps, you know, we can reflect and laugh at those moments. But definitely not ideal, not what Chromiiii was obviously hoping for, but still a really, really great effort from Chromiiii, who is still going for Void Warp here, still trying to finish out this round strong.
Yeah, commendable for sure.
Habble having some issues here, going for ISG's second phase. Running into some... And Habble dying
no!
again as well!
The double
There
death!
is no way! I'm like speechless right
This race truly has everything. It's got it all. And Chromiiii getting the Void Warp there, very nice.
Can Chromiiii actually pull this off and After dying to Ganon seemingly with the race being over, can Chromiiii now somehow come back into the lead? Another
Like it here.
redead scare. This race is, like you said, this race is just did everything in it.
Yeah, this is quite the script.
Oh
Taking a hit from
no.
a rock, they're down to half a heart. Dodging the second though. Habble opting for instant clip now. Don't think even getting it would be enough, but
Unless we have another Ganon death.
yeah, anything can happen, as we've seen. Not quite getting the
Habble.
flip angle.
Yeah, tough. I will say this, there is a somewhat interesting, somewhat unfortunate fact about this race. So in the group stage, we have a time cap / disqualification number, which is 30 minutes. So each runner has exceeded that that barrier, unfortunately. So of course we'll let this race finish, but both runners will be given a 30-minute time for this race in terms of how the seating, how it will factor into the seating for the bracket stage. But still, I mean, this will be documented as a absolutely crazy race and a really valiant effort by both runners. And Chromiiii, if Chromiiii can pull off this this comeback,
A little bit of trouble with
this-
ISG again here.
you know how like if you're watching like a sports game, sometimes they'll show like the percentage probability of each team winning like throughout the game.
Yep.
I wonder how that would be for this. For
It
this
would be
race.
interesting to see.
It's gone back and forth so much.
Chromiiii finishing up phase 1 of the Ganon fight there.
When Habble voided out, so Habble clipped through with the 8% and then voided out. For Void Warp.
Chromiiii not opting to play this second hit on Ganon here for the second phase. I personally like to just go for ISG with the stick while Ganon's down, but
Yeah,
it is a little bit slower. I think in a race though, at this way it might be nice just to kind of lock it in.
Oh, this scares me, but Chromiiii getting
There it is.
that second phase. Wow. What a race. I don't have many words left, to be honest.
Yeah, interesting one for sure.
That was quite a way to start off the night. And Habble having a tough angle there, tough target with Zelda there for the insta-clip. And I believe Habble may be conceding this one. Although the race is already over, so it's not really conceding, but doesn't look like Habble will be continuing this one.
Just
Unless
laughing
they
at,
are...
J Daddy in the chat there.
Oh, yeah. The legend in the chat. Perhaps Habble may just be trying to reset and going for it again. I'm not sure, though. It looks like they're done. All right. Perhaps we can get some runners in here. It's been a fun race. Chromiiii, what a wild race. Let's get both runners in here. A victory cat. All right. What is going on,
GGs.
racers? What a wild
GGs.
race. I think probably objectively the most wild race of this tournament so far. We were saying that this race went so back and forth. It was so fun for us to commentate. Chromiiii, after dying to Ganon with the race seemingly being over, Habble going into Ganon, uh, we were almost surprised that you persisted, that you continued to go on, that you went for Void Warp again, hit it, and then won the race. So how do you
I wasn't
feel
gonna
after
do
that
it.
win?
I would have felt bad if I just kind of just stopped right there. I've been like, nah, I gotta finish it out. That void warp. I'm glad. I'm glad it wasn't just me struggling. After I think the third death, I tuned in to see like, oh, they're struggling too. Neat.
Yeah, it's a tough trick for sure,
Yeah.
especially in a race setting.
I just relearned the trick a few hours ago because I was after going against Torge. I'm like, wow, that was really close. And I played super consistent, and he was mucking up everywhere, and it was still that close. So I was like, I gotta relearn this trick. And,
Yeah.
It's a funny trick, eh? Like it was perfectly fine for me like the whole day, and now all of a sudden, only during that last S for some reason I just couldn't get it about
it's
8
just
times or
nerves. I
whatever.
feel like that's what it was for me. I could not get my right ESS nor the timing down the entire time. So no, I absolutely feel you.
It felt good to see who could at least finish first, though. That was fun.
That was really fun.
Also,
Yeah, it was
I
a really
haven't
fun
stopped
ending.
laughing
that's
for
to
the last
Mo,
like 10
because
minutes.
that death was for you.
That was, yeah, it was so cool because when both of you were doing Void Warp at the same time, like you never know like when someone's gonna Hess into Zelda, when someone's gonna like take too much damage, like, you know, when someone's actually gonna hit the trick. So like
Yeah.
it's
I
very
was surprised I
suspenseful.
only hessed into her once. I was shocked. That kept
I
happening
wasn't
in
gonna
practice.
go for that. I wasn't gonna go for that Ganon, but I saw the time was at like 29 minutes or something, and I thought, oh
Oh
well, even if
yeah.
I die, it can't be any worse than 30 minutes on a DQ. So I thought,
That's
you know
actually a
what,
really
I'm
smart play. That's a smart play.
And I had actually practiced that beforehand, so like just in case my shield burnt, because you never know.
What a run.
That
Yeah,
was
that
such a
was a
great
fun one.
race. But we do have another race coming up. We have Zeru versus Chromie, which is scheduled to start in about 10 minutes. So I think we're going to take a very quick break, get those racers set up, and get going with our second race tonight. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will be right back.
GG's Habble. It was a sick
GG's.
race.
5-second countdown and remove clocks. That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do that. All right. Well, we are back with the Kakariko Classic. We got Chromiiii versus Zeru here. Both runners are going to remove their syncing clocks so that the feeds are clean, and then we will get going here. So yeah, we were just waiting on both racers to get their streams prepared, get their files prepared, and then we will be all set to go for this final race of the second day of this tournament. And it's been quite a tournament so far. If you were here for the last race, if that was anything to go by, you'll know this tournament has been full of a lot of surprises, a lot of really cool displays of skill and appreciation for old school tricks of Ocarina of Time, and it's been a very good showcase of a lot of different things. So, really happy to have this opportunity to watch this unfold, and I'm here again with the P-Man, Fripsy.
We are back in the house.
Yeah, we're
Race
back.
number 2 of the night here.
Definitely. Oh, can we get a timer on screen? that would be perfect. But we are off and running, and looks like both racers here are opting to get sword. We will not have a swordless racer going this time. But yeah, for those of you who are here, who are with us, quite a late match we have going on, depending on where you're at in the world. But thank you for being here. I know I'm a little bit sleepy.
Pretty much synced here between the two.
Yeah, interesting difference with the rupee count here. I wasn't honestly watching Zeru's feed closely enough to see where they didn't get their rupees. Interesting. We'll see how if that even affects their routing.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on how the rupee count works exactly for this rope, but it does look like they are missing a few.
I'm not sure how many you need going into River if you're gonna get every rupee in River. I'm not sure how many you need really going into it. I don't think it's that many. I honestly don't know if 9 versus 3 matters.
Dan says you
saying
need
you need
4 to get
four.
them ready.
Yeah. So Zeru running into a slight issue here in terms of rupee count. One thing we do know is that the rock has a flex drop for either
This is true.
1, 2, or 3 green rupees in Kakariko. So if Zeru gets lucky while getting bugs, they may be able to save their rupee count. And the only reason that we know that is because of
Shout out to Ganimals.
yeah, shout out to Ganimals. Oh, Chromiiii having a little bit of trouble getting this red rupee. Gonna go for the safe route, the safe.
Zero missing too there.
I remember I didn't know how to do that the right way for a really long time, and then I think it was a few people who told me, but they told me to hold down when you do the.
Yeah, I think I copied that from you. I was wanting to know how to do it and then just watch one of your PVs or something.
Yeah, it's just one ESS on the. You can get it sometimes, even when you don't ESS, and you just do the side hop and hold down. But I think it's most consistent when you do either 1 or 2 ESS. So both players right now are neck and neck going into the Cuckoo sequence.
Yeah, just a couple seconds apart here.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see who saves time and who loses time here. Oh, it's interesting strat used by Zeru to go up, to backwalk up the staircase. I've seen Arthur do that. I've tried to do that, but I can't do it fast, so to be fair, I didn't give it much practice, but it's an interesting strat.
Chromiiii with the inverted can, they're very nice.
Yeah. A little bit of showing off in this
The
tournament.
style
we've
points.
seen. Yeah. So earlier in, today, Torj did an unbuffered Void Warp, and I was like, he's just showing off now. But we've had a lot of really cool displays of skill, as I was saying. It's been a very...
lots of talented runners.
Yeah, lots of talented runners, very exciting matchups. Really cool to see how these racers deal with the head-to-head. And it's going to be even more interesting in the higher stakes matches in the bracket.
Now they really are neck and neck here.
Yep.
Maybe like tied to the frame, maybe 1 frame difference?
Yeah, a couple frames. Yeah, such a close race. Both runners now doing the save warp. Yeah, we'll see who falters first. We'll see. I have a feeling that it's not gonna stay synced like this forever. Somebody
Yeah, it would be surprising.
might make a mistake at some point.
Did Zeru go below the table there? Did I see that right?
I'm not sure. Any under the any below table rollers? I don't know how to say that. It sounds weird. Sorry. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, wouldn't that be crazy if we just saw both runners just hit insta-clip? That would be... I don't think we've had that yet. I don't think we've had 2 runners hit insta in the same run.
Is Zeru an insta-clip enjoyer?
I
don't know if I've
don't
seen
think
anything
I don't think either of these runners will be attempting insta. I think both will be going for Void Warp. Yeah, Zeru is just behind Chromiiii here, both going into the Decatry cutscene.
No big boostas, but that's okay. That boost always feels really nice to hit.
Yeah.
Seeing Link go fly into the cutscene there.
There is some like very little things about this route and about the old, defeat Ganon routes that I really miss. Kind of like that cutscene boost. And it's something where you get good at it, like you just sort of roll up, you flick right, like or you flick left or whatever, and just sort of send it. It feels really good. Interesting to see the strats here. I think both will probably go from the top. I don't think we're going to see an ISG B1 here. I could be wrong. But I have a feeling that both are going to climb to the top and jump down. Well, not jump down. They're going to do B1 from the top. But we will see. Okay, so oh, Zeru
Nicely
with a
done there.
really interesting adjustment for B1. I did not expect that. I thought I was about to say both runners going to have to do a B1 skip, but very impressive from Zeru. Yeah, that was actually a really, really clean adjustment from Zeru. Oh, Chromie dying at
no.
Scrubs. That is unfortunate. That is not what Chromie was hoping for. That's tough.
Yeah, the sniper scrubs.
Yeah. Although Chromie doing a really nice Baba Mega to get back down for B1. And right back at Scrubs. Zeru now doing Goma Clip. Needs one more frame, I think, here for Goma Clip. That's the good frame.
Nicely done there.
And Zeru getting the Goma kill. So taking the lead here. We saw Chromie having a slight lead going into Deku Tree. And now approaching the wrong warp. It looks like Zeru has now taken somewhat of a commanding lead, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a little bit of time ahead here. Although, as we've seen already, Void Warp, anything can happen at the end.
Oh yeah, there's still so much of the run to go. So much can happen.
Oh, Chromie dying to Goma.
Goma.
Again.
Wow. Chromie, an interesting angle here, like a interesting facing angle versus where the camera is.
Zero
not
not
sure.
getting the wrong warp though, actually
Oh
going late.
no. And did they save is the question. Have they done a safety save or is that the run? That's
It
what we don't
doesn't appear
know.
that they did.
Yeah,
Staying on the
looking
text box here.
like that's maybe it for Zeru. Um Zeru has a choice here. They could either forfeit the race and have a DQ, or they could restart and attempt to finish the race in less than 30 minutes. I'm not sure what their decision is going to be, but it looks like I'm not sure. We'll see what Zeru does. Well, I mean, they do have the save and reset from this route, right? I mean, we get bugs, we save and reset. So they have that. They would have to
Oh, that is
pause
true.
Link's
Good
house.
point.
So a pause in Link's house would make sub 30 possible. Although it doesn't look like they did that, which is not good. The cutscene pointer right now is not going to be friendly to Zeru if they continue. Chromie having some difficulty with Goma right now. Although it looks like Chromie does get the double KO and will pull ahead of Zeru here. Another back and forth race. It's interesting. Every race that we've had with Chromie has been very, very exciting, very, very intense. So. But yeah, Zeru having to do a lot of his run over, unfortunately, after failing that wrong warp and not safety saving. Yeah, there is so much that can happen with Void Warp still to go. Potentially going down the tower, potentially Stalfos. I mean, you just never know.
Yeah, and Chromie also has to go for a wrong warp
Wrong
here
warp.
too. So
Yep. It's gotta be painful here for Zeru
yeah, for sure.
to have
Gotta
to do
feel
this
for
over
him.
again.
Chromie getting set up for the wrong warp here. We'll see how this one goes in just a sec.
Alright, well, they're on the warp. I think this should work for Chromie. Yeah.
Nicely done.
Zeru missing the B1. But Chromie now going into a Void Warp attempt here.
I do have to wonder if they know how much of a lead they have at the moment. Will they be going for Void Warp?
That is a really good question. And the other question is, do they even factor in the consideration of winning with this being a group stage? Or do they just go for the strats they're comfortable with and try to get a good time? I don't know. It'd be really
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see here.
what decisions both runners make here. Yeah, because Zeru still has to... Zeru has a fair bit to do here, so it'll be interesting to see what Chromie opts for.
Yeah, it looks like they are gonna be opting for the Void Warp.
Yeah, that's a good Hess for him here. Oh, I am hearing myself.
I thought I heard double for a second there. I wasn't too
Yeah.
sure.
I think we're good. Oh, no, we're not good.
No.
Alright, well, Chromie got Void Warp.
Zero a little bit of trouble with the Gold collection.
Oh no, but Chromie missed the,
Oh. Did they not hold the right angle there?
I'm not sure, but that's really unfortunate for Chromie.
So
and
at this point, they are gonna have to land.
that's gonna put Chromie back at the top of the tower, and they're gonna have to do Void Warp again. Looks like Zeru is having some issues with Goma. And I think Zeru got an extra stick, so they can actually do double KO with stick. So I think that's what they just did. Since Goma was completely out of position for Goma. The question is, does Zeru have an extra stick? I'm honestly not sure.
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
Chromie is
Chromie,
going to
I
go
think,
down the
yeah.
tower. And we'll see in a second. Zeru does have an extra stick. And, you know, honestly, it doesn't really matter if they didn't, because they could just use Sword to get another one. So this will be very interesting. If Zeru can do Wrong Warp and hit Void Warp right away, assuming Chromie doesn't run into any issues in Tower, which, seeing what we've seen so far in this tournament with Stalfos and everything that can happen there and with Burning Rocks, it's not really a safe assumption. So, still a lot that can happen in this race. Oh, Chromie jumping off the platform.
Minus
there.
1 heart there. Still got 2 though.
All right, Stalfos Spike for Chromie.
Yeah, losing that heart earlier is going to make this fight a little bit scary. If the jump slash
True.
does do, or if the Stalfos does do a jump slash on Chromie, it is going to be a one-hit KO because it does do 2 hearts.
Now there's 1 heart. Oh no. Gotta be really careful here. Cannot get hit with anything. And
Nicely done.
really nicely done by Chromie. Chromie did a really good job there of staying very close to the Stalfos and like not, essentially not letting the Stalfos have any chance and just letting the ISG do all the work. Oh, and Zeru just failed the IO into the warp. Damn.
Yeah, it's tough. Definitely not been Zero's run.
Yeah. Chromie still needs to be careful here with these rocks. Chromie running into a lot of issues on the
Yeah.
bridge in these races.
The triple freeze.
But you know, I can't really say anything because Chromie's about to go 3 for 3 in this tournament, so. With a win over Torch, which is pretty remarkable.
Yeah, definitely impressive. Alright, Chromie heading into the cutscene RNG here. Looking like they're going to be able to close this one out. No commentator's curse, but as we've seen, anything can happen. Just gotta play it safe, close it out, seal the deal,
See if Zeru can get the wrong warp here.
Don't think he was feeling too comfortable with that position. Gonna reline up.
Yeah.
The floor.
Oh, and as we
Oh, that's
noted,
right, yeah. The lack of a pause in Link's house
yeah,
does cause that to
Tough.
happen there.
tough way for the run to end for Zeru. But a really good effort. As we listen to the endless void of Link. Chromie now going into the Ganon fight. Yeah, we do have a little bit of desynced audio, but I don't think there's too much we can actually do about that. But what a day 2 of runs. Honestly, I think today was even more exciting than yesterday. Yesterday was pretty great. So after tonight's races conclude, which they are about to, we will seed the racers into a bracket, and we'll create a link for that bracket and post it. And yeah, those matches will start as soon as we get them scheduled and figure that out. Oh no. Oh
Ooh.
no.
Oh, wow, that is
Oh,
actually
no.
very scary for Chromiiii there.
That's really unfortunate because Zelda's on screen for like not that much of that room. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Don't see
yeah,
crashes there too often.
that is tough.
Yeah, the script. Who wrote it?
Who wrote it?
Everything's happening.
The script gets wilder. Yeah, guys, I tried to write a good tournament for you guys. I think, okay, you guys are not gonna believe what happens. You guys are not gonna believe the twist. Yeah, thank you, Dan. Um, Wait, what
Not
is
too sure
going
where
on?
Chromiii's going, but
What is going on?
Zelda's castle.
Can
It's kind
Zeru
of cool that happens
still
there.
Zeru can't finish in under 30 minutes.
Is there any type of advantage if the runner wins and it's after 30 minutes?
No, there's no
Oh, so it's pretty much just a
wins.
tie then?
Essentially, yeah. This is a tie. I mean, well, no. I mean, I would still say that whoever, like, if Zeru finishes this run, I would say that Zeru wins. But
Yeah, I agree.
both runners will be given 30 minutes for this race in terms of how it factors into the seating, into their average.
We've truly seen it all tonight.
Yeah, we have. It's been a really crazy. I was not expecting this. I was like half asleep, like logging on to Discord, and this has certainly woken me up. Are you not entertained? Yeah, Chromie, you can hop in with us, sure.
What's up, Chromie?
Oh,
We
That
had
was
another interesting one
unfortunate.
here.
I'm cursed today apparently. I had that one consistent race with Torch, and it's just been.
Sort of
Yeah,
how
not too
races
often you see
go.
the shield burn at the end there.
I don't know how I let that happen. I was on such autopilot. That was hilarious.
Well, I'm glad you can see at least a little bit of the year in it. It's been a
Oh
fun
my
night tonight for sure with the
God.
runs here.
I could be spiteful and start another run and pray for the downfall, but I don't want to do that.
I don't think. Yeah, I think stopping is a good.
Oh, we got some Subway Surfers on screen.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is happening to this tournament?
Well, there goes my hope for a clean. Well, maybe not clean. So, what happened to Zeru? What let them get so far behind?
I think you both ran into a lot of the same issues.
Yeah, Wrong Warp is a little bit troubling for him, and I think also with Goma Cliff there was a little bit of trouble there too.
Yeah.
Oh, they did swordless.
Yeah. No.
It did go for Sword.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yo, shout out to Zerd in chat there. The homie.
Sorry. Yeah, we have a lot of good homies in chat. I see Zert, I see Faceless, hello. Murph, Habble. And I'm sure a lot more. I saw a lot more people in here, and I'm sure a lot of people are lurking. And even at this late hour, we appreciate your support. It's very cool.
Oh, I thought they just burned their shield for a second there.
Very
That
close.
would be unfortunate.
That was.
I know I've lost a few Pvs there before. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So close to
what
finishing out the
happens-
run.
What happens if they burn their shield? Do we just run it back?
No, I mean it would just be
No.
it's so both of you will be getting a 30-minute time for this
Gotcha.
race. So it really doesn't matter.
Interesting.
And I want to go to bed, so you guys aren't gonna. No, just kidding. Honestly,
That's
like,
very real.
but it's true. Like, I know that people do have to like go to bed and be places. But I mean, if it was a little earlier in the day, or if we had more like commentators available, then I would let you. Then we could run it back. But
No, I absolutely understand.
yeah.
I think Haley is going to be up a little bit for comms, but I'm not too sure if
Oh.
she'll be interested.
Nice. I don't think I've ever. Is she the one that goes to the different school?
Yeah, exactly. She's also Canadian.
Okay. Right.
Even though I'm Canadian too.
Right. Yeah. Aren't there like 2 different schools in Canada?
Yeah, something like that. Alright, you got Zeru beginning the Ganon fight in just a second here.
Let's go Zeru.
Hopefully able to close this one out.
Murph, that would be a pretty absurd combination of activities for an event.
I'm not with wrestling.
I think
idea.
that would
I'm
be
good.
I think that would be entertaining though. Could you imagine that if we did?
That would be
either
wild
be
for
the
sure.
most funny or pitiful thing ever. There's no one.
All right. Let's switch scenes. Now it's the IRL portion. I think like a cage match would be better though, just like maybe like I don't know.
What a day.
What a day. Yeah, it's definitely you can definitely tell that we've been up for a while. We've been doing a lot of commentary today.
The last run should have been the signifier for that.
Collapse is the cage, so true.
No, get me out of there. I don't want that cage.
Zeru playing with fire here again.
Don't die, please. Oh my
No pun
lord.
intended.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I didn't realize
I
that.
thought
I'm
that was
so sorry.
intentional. Oh.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't
I
intentional.
thought
I'm so
Zeru
sorry.
was about to die. The fire pump was hilarious. Zeru was gonna die.
I was like, I see what you did there.
No. I'm not as punny as you, Christian.
Don't do what I did, please.
Get an ISG there.
This ISG is so hard today.
I don't
Yeah,
like
get-
the
I swear,
rolls. The
ISG,
rolls are
ISG can be
so-
the easiest trick in the world, and then you do it in a Ganon fight, and then it's like it just doesn't work sometimes.
It doesn't. Yeah. It's like there's just a little bit of lag that completely throws it off.
All right. Well, this second race is coming to an end.
Unless there's a VC crash or something.
Oh,
here at the
don't
end.
say that.
Could you imagine?
I would cry for Zeru.
There we go.
There it is.
33,
Easy.
35.
Almost a 33-33. Could have been.
Yeah. GG. Let's get Zeru in here. Well, I am trying my best not to yawn right now. Not because it's nothing to do with I mean, that race was really incredible. What a What an exciting race from both Chromiiii and Zeru. Zeru, thank you for joining us. We've been talking to for Chromiiii for a bit already. Um, not exactly going to plan. I don't know. What are you feeling after that race?
What do you mean? Failing Goma Clip and then doing the wrong warp wrong,
Right. Yeah. So
and then
what?
forgetting the pause in the house was totally
Right.
my
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah. That was tough. We weren't 100% sure what exactly was going to happen with that. The wrong warp attempt, and then yeah, for the cutscene pointer to be wrong, that had to be a realization that was not great. But both you and Chromie both in this tournament have been very resilient in terms of like continuing to really attempt your tricks and sticking to your strats. It's been very impressive. It's been very impressive from a lot
I
of
don't know if I
runners.
say resilient. I say stubborn.
Yeah,
Stubborn,
I got
resilient. Well,
I gave up twice, but then decided to continue anyway.
Yeah, you got back
Uh,
at it there and able to finish out the run.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It's such a short run,
yeah.
and was
Well,
like, what the heck? I'm gonna finish it.
Well, regardless of the time, you did win this race. So, although you will be getting the 30-minute time, it's still a win, and that's definitely something to take away. Chromie was looking for the 3-0 in the group stage, and
I almost had it.
yeah.
So
So,
close. Oh well, it was a fun
but
race.
yeah, it was a fun race. The race before was fun too. It was a really fun evening.
I'm just an
So.
entertainer. I know.
Just an entertainer.
Yeah, it was a
Um,
great end to the night.
It was a great end tonight. Thank you to the racers, the runners, everyone in chat, everyone watching, and obviously to Dan who is restreaming this,
Thank you,
um,
Dan.
and to Pripsy who decided to comment.
Yeah, thank you for
tonight.
commenting with me. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I really missed watching these defeat Ganon tournaments, so it was good to be back.
Yeah, it's so great to be doing this again. But yeah, I think it's probably time to end for the night. But we will. I will try to make the bracket and everything as public as possible in terms of the matchups, in terms of the scheduling for the matchups. So
So how does that work actually? I'm not familiar with this at all.
so I'm gonna probably stay up a little later tonight with Dan and just do the seating, and then we'll make the bracket. And yeah, we'll post the bracket in the Discord. You guys will see who you're up against, and we'll schedule the matches from there.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, thanks you guys. GG's again.
Yeah,
Well-deserved
GG's.
win.
Yeah, totally.
All right. GG's everyone, and have a good night.
You guys take care.
Okay, bye, people.
See ya.
All right. Dan, is there anything that you want to say, or are we good to end?